What's up guys, and welcome back to another video on the MF Automotive YouTube channel. The revitalization of popular, iconic nameplates is starting to become somewhat of a trend in the automotive world, with certain manufacturers like Ford bringing back historic nameplates that existed some 40 years ago in the form of new redesigned models with their own futuristic take, as seen with the new Bronco. And while this move seems to be a lucrative decision on the marketing side of things, it's left some enthusiasts unhappy and questionable. You see, it's important to ensure that the essence of what made that particular vehicle special or unique is carried over to its successor. Another brand which has seemingly developed the same practice in recent years is Acura. They seem to be on a roll, first with the introduction of the Type S, and now with the reintroduction of something special. Case in point, meet the new Acura Integra. If this vehicle is destined to be anything like the Integra from the 90s, it has some large shoes to fill, considering the vehicle at the time was named, and I quote, the greatest front-wheel drive performance car ever by an accredited magazine, Evo to be specific. Granted, that was the Type R variant, but you get the point. With all that information in mind, let us start off with the exterior styling, which although is a prototype I should note, but appears to be quite close to what the production version will ultimately deliver. Regardless, and specifically with the front, where the Integra receives the diamond pentagon grille associated with Acuras from this era, albeit smaller. The headlights, which were teased a couple months back, are now seen in their full glory, and they seem to feature an updated implementation of the boomerang-style daytime running light, in my opinion, and we also see that they are a part of the dual-eye headlight system. The historic Integra logo is also stamped beneath them in the iconic script. The lower front fascia seems to be a mix of gloss black and body-colored bits. Incorporated is also a second grille down below and tinted fog lights, which are virtually invisible and seemingly lead into yet another air duct. Moving on to the side profile, which may be one of the most controversial aspects of the vehicle. The lack of a two-door only version definitely stirs up some difference of opinions. I personally don't mind the sloping roof design, but the early pictures suggested a sleeker look, and this just seems, well, bulkier. Now that may be due to the yellow exterior color or the large wheels fitted to this prototype, but I'm going to save my thoughts until I have the chance to see one in person. Regardless, the vehicle doesn't seem to be very long, and the aforementioned wheels fill the wheel wells in nicely, if they do of course make production. The mirrors have a two-tone colorway, again contrasting with black. Back of the vehicle consists of the hatchback design, which we knew was inevitable by the pictures Acura previewed before the launch of the prototype. Nevertheless, we get exposed exhaust pipes and some design tweaks pertaining back to the RSX, like the space below the Acura logo and others. A two-door version will be the ultimate treat for Integra fans, and who knows, if the sedan performs well, Acura might just surprise us with a coupe in the not too distant future. Now this is the part of the video where I would normally go, now let's talk about the interior, but Acura hasn't released any official photos just yet. Safe to assume though, that it will feature switchgear from current Acura products. However, while the interior may be a mystery for now, what is available to us is the new Integra's technical specifications. Now, this is another area of the vehicle where rumors ran far and wide. A manual was pretty much promised from the get-go, but what was to lay under the hood remained under wraps. Many enthusiasts were hoping for something more than just a slightly revised version of the Honda Civic Si engine. However, since the Integra is and was meant to be the brand's entry-level sedan, it was quite obvious from the beginning that the chassis from the ground up and or a new motor bespoke for the Integra were a mere thought. In reality, the new Integra is based heavily on the latest generation of Civic. The underpinnings are practically alike with a few revisions made. The engine is a carryover 1.5 from the Honda, although power figures are still unknown. The engine is mated to a manual transmission, 6-speed to be specific, which should be alike, but an automatic is also available for individuals who prefer the latter. The ILX is currently the smallest vehicle in the brand's lineup, and it has to be shared components with the Civic, albeit with a larger engine. I initially thought that the Integra would be replacing the current car, but is said to be sold alongside it. However, honor now goes to the new Integra. If it was up to me, would have preferred to drop the 2.4 liter from the ILX into the new Integra, giving it that naturally aspirated goodness. But the decision on Acura's part seems logical. Furthermore, the new Integra will also feature a limited slip differential, which should benefit the acceleration. In the future though, there are a couple of speculation that a more powerful version is set to follow, and I don't see that being too much of a surprise. Pricing is set to be around the high $29,000 mark, and availability is set to be March of next year. Hopefully, we will have the opportunity to see the production version before that. Well guys, that wraps up my video on the new Integra. If you guys did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any future content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.